Ah! Ah! 350 channel points for 1 bit? What a bargain! What a bargain! What a steal! Good morning. Quack. I'm gonna get steamed ham or sesame cookie. Alpha no Ryoko, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Lahamin, Hori Boulder, and Coltenet. Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad, quite the opposite, in fact. It's Aurora Borealis in our kitchen. It seems they once learned the Scion's good name had been restored. They boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Laminsa, and should be arriving any moment now. You were close enough. You're hooked on phonics. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. This is a lot about our society. Quite. But what wonderful news to think our reunion is close at hand. I hope you're, ready for an incredible streamian. Yes. A pleasure to meet you too, Alphino. Good morning, Ethan. Thancred and Kryl, what brings you two here? Kryl and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have found the answer. I haven't played since like Tuesday, so I'm still on post-game Heavensward. I'm expecting to get out of it pretty quickly though. Like the between heaven and blood type of thing. Ryugo, when you were fleeing Old Hoffman Philly, you said that Heidelin spoke to you shortly before you parted ways. Yes, well, assuming that is true, I see no reason to suspect that it is not. It seems reasonable to conclude that Heidelin commanded her to remain behind. It was God's will, that is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, might surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the aether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. We will need data to support your totally speculative nonsense. But you're a scholar, it's fine. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found, the battleground where Ryugo fell the ultimate weapon inside of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Heidelin intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Kryl and I shall infiltrate the castrum and analyze the data. We will analyze the data. The two of you alone? It's been a productive morning. Made Kristen's lunch, made my lunch, fed the cats, fed the turtle, saved the turtle, fed the rats, made the bed, moved the laundry from the washer to the dryer, took my medicine, eating my breakfast, did my Japanese study, went outside for a second. It's been good. I have a sufficient... I fed Dylan. I have not fed Dylan, I'm sorry. I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I'm confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryl while the patrols pass. She's small. Besides, if you and Ryugo come along, you will see to Flamin's grand homecoming. When you put it like that, very well, I trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will, at the very least, eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Ataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for a comrade's return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Lomenzen docks? Say no more, then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stone. Safe travel. Rendezvous with Flamin at Limsa Laminsa. Right next to the Arcanists Guild. Gravy's such a good little guy, even at 7:30 in the morning? No. How have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Grandma moment. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Not to have found our way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hainish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. Those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. That there. What do you mean she's missing? You let this happen. Forgive me, I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. His Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much and more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. That's the spirit. To the Scions, a long overdue reunion. Huzzah. I don't know what it is about these two characters, but they don't click with me at all. These two. And there you have it, to the Rising Stones.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let's be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
He's a heterochromia blorbo now. Why was he covering that up though?
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out.
I've changed.
Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed when she was still but a child.
Wait,
there was an
what?
incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah.
A Gubu.
Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed.
Did they update everything? The graphics update hasn't happened yet, if that's what you're wondering.
I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined.
I don't think so, at least.
When she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility.
I thought the graphics update was coming with Dawntrail.
She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoire, every Scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light. Our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams.
It looks the same to me.
To make them come true.
I mean, he got a update and change. He got an update in design. But I assume that's not what you're talking about.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done.
Old scars.
But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I
Torpor.
learned that nary a day had passed without her
Torpor.
asking after me.
My
She
torpor.
never gave up hope. And neither will I.
When the update drops, will it update everything? Yeah. There's software you can download that'll run a little, what's the word? Like a demo, like a real-time demo of what the graphics update is gonna look like on your computer, and tell you like how ready your computer is for it.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
You want Burmese Mountain Dog. That's a random thing to say. Hold on. Bernese Mountain Dog. That is like... That is one of the dogs that I think of if someone says dog, right? Aren't they enormous, though? They do look quite cuddly. They look quite cute. Apparently they're very friendly. You want a lapdog that is a similar size to you. You want to be crushed. You want a dog that's also a body pillow. Feels good to be home again. Think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors, friends and family with whom we've shared so much. God's help me, the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Let us not keep them waiting. I guess we're back here again. Yeah, well, you want like a rounder dog, not like an angled dog, right? Lian, Efemi, it fills my heart with joy to see you are both hale and healthy. And what of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just isn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. They're good dogs, they're just pointy. Ah, we could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings a bloody tear to the eye. To secrete oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I would like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. Pray, grant me a moment longer at last. Though I'm happy to oblige you, my legs are rather less accommodating. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we've settled in, I would join the search. Join the search. Okay. When 7 hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona. Why you, brother? You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you and fight alongside you. Yet now I know that you are here. I sense that you've surpassed me once more. Do not tell me you trained with the Hainish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive you, brother. I I have studied the trials of the braves and drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. Okay. The lesser scions. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. You'll lesser my scions? You better not. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. What happened to Alphina's sister? I've been saying that for 400 hours. I have no clue. She was introduced and then disappeared for the rest of the game. We'll find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfilia, Yida, Papalamo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head, of course. Dylan, am I taking steamed hams or sesame cookie? I did see her at one point, because she's like in like some side quest raid thing, but I didn't do it. And it didn't seem that important to the plot. It seems like she's totally been sidelined. Word of the Mother. Poro Rogo. Thancred and Kryl contacted us a short while ago. It seemed that their foray into the Castrum Meridinum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola and Edelshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect that she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Right, with her daughter. I am not in Stormblood yet, and I'm almost at the level cap for Stormblood. My apologies. I see I'm the last to arrive, so what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of unexplained disturbance in the Aether at the scene of the ultimate weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of El, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the Blessing of Light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to Stilde Aqueducts. The weirdest quote on TikTok. Do not treat parrots like prophets. Guess what the context was. The context was the first Ace Attorney game. Hydaelyn, there is no other question. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2, but 3 different beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. They actually did, like, try to call a parrot in a trial at some point, right? Was it related to that? Recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. But this too is but a theory. Studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. Let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. Third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul unto the ethereal sea. In which case, we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing and the means to do so already exists. Can you send me the clip? I want to see if I recognize the game. Speak of the Anti-Tower, a Charlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Speak with Matoya. I'm not sure if I liked it or not. It was a doom scrolling when you woke up at 6 AM and it just stuck. Why'd you wake up at 6 AM? Why would you do that? What does this goodly adventurer want? It is green. I must have done it if it's green. You there, good sir, you look like you enjoy bathing in the blood of your enemies. Have you perchance heard about stone, sky, and sea? See, as part of the initiative to reduce the number of disputes, the Adventurers Guild has been forced to arbitrate between members of who accuse their comrades of not contributing sufficiently to a hymn. Let me try again. He who fights with strength of stone unyielding, breathes deep of boundless sky, and embraces serenity of rolling sea. Against him no one can stand. Sorry, that's what the Doman fellow told me to say. I don't quite understand it myself, but he seemed to think it was all very clever. Right, so in essence, we've got these ridiculous contraptions that you attack in whatever manner you deem fit. Each is supposedly tailored to the strength of some legendary beast or some madman deciding to challenge once upon a time. Speaking of which, I've, dropping something now. Your eyes open and you decided you won't be able to go back to sleep. How was the con? What is this? What's happening? VA. Apparently the first time they dropped one of those, it was an accident. The trainees still loved it so much they started doing it all the time, though. Each is tailored to the strength of a legendary fiend, the idea being that if you can defeat the dummy, you can defeat the fiend. In principle, that is. Somebody's don't hit back, after all. But who gives a fig about any of that, eh? I nearly forgot the best part. It's free. Stone, sky, sea, now accessible. You now have access to Stone, Sky, Sea, the training ground, which can be accessed by speaking with the goodly adventurer outside of Edelshire. What does it mean, though? The Minstrel's Ballad, Thornton's Reign. Okay, so that's how you refight him. Seems very random. Might check it out later. Anime's connection might be not good enough to answer that question. Voice actor. He sent me, like, photos of the thing being signed in like a clip. You're not good enough to answer the question. Wow, sorry. Not good enough. In the abstract. What a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask us that you grant us entry to the anti-tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing? I wonder. The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have run the place now. If that is of no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you'd seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Well, hardly. The Forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the anti-tower was sealed save one. That one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Baldessian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go. On the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you're to tend to them. Those are my terms. I'll hear no argument. It appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Rugo. Okay. Anti-tower. Academician. Academician? Sorry, where are we? I guess we gotta kill frogs in this one. said that? Is that Thancred? An ethereal path. Delete them. Huh? Dylan, you've been talking like you're in Dune recently. Is this what being 29 does to someone? Wouldn't know, because you're 28. Is this what 28 does to someone? Numbers are fake, we made them up. I don't know what 2 is. I don't know what 25 is. Seems fun. But that's as good as a reason as any. This is a very linear trial. The Mog is the goon killer. Oh! Why was that wet sound like disproportionately loud? I'm gonna get away from those. Those might explode. The goon killer? Where did you pull goon from? Oh, I got frogged. I got frogged. I would like to not be frogged anymore. Thank you. Another classic Final Fantasy VII reference. The goon killer. Ethan, can I ask you a question? And you're probably not gonna want to answer it, but I need to know, and I don't want to look it up. But I have to know. Gooning, like, just means, like jacking off, right? Is it more specific than that, or is it just, like, masturbating? Because I had taken it to mean it's just that. But I'm starting to get the impression it's not just that. It's a prolonged edging session. Okay. So it is something specific. Okay. God damn it. But edging is already prolonged by definition. Like, more than that? It's like Olympic edging. Is that what you're saying? Okay. What a wretched thing to know. Thank you. Just delete them. Fucking Olympic edging. That's so specific, though. How did that become such, like, a... How did gooning get attached to that? I don't want to think about this, but I'm so curious. Like, how this happened, how this got, like, so pervasive in the modern parlance. The anti-tower. It's just because the word is funny, right? That's the only reason. Game Grump's Goon Song. Game Grump Goon Song. What did you just say to me? What did you just say to me? You're telling me that in the year 2024, the Game Grumps made a song about gooning, and you like it. Are Game Grumps still, like, a popular channel? I feel like it's been a long time since I've, like, seen any of their stuff. I watched their, like, Ace Attorney playthrough at some point. I thought, like, oh, actually, maybe visual novels are the perfect thing for them to play because they're good at voices. Someone made a song from Dan reading the Urban Dictionary definition of gooning. I kind of want to hear that. Thank you. Yes, please send me the Goon song. Ziggy? We're fighting Ziggy now. It's Ziggy. What do those do? Oh, they explode. I just heard the goon arrive. Ziggy! Sent. Check it out in a little bit. We're going in the hole. To this breach. We're in the building now. Isn't it just so quirky how this castle is upside down? Oh yeah, give me your Kingdom Hearts update. You play anymore since last time? You're not that far off from the end of the first game. Halloween Town? Yeah, I think that's one of the last ones if I remember right. Kingdom Hearts Halloween Town, like, single-handedly drove, like, Hot Topics quarterly profits for, like, 5 years straight. Centaur. They're not close enough together. Just kill them. Have your thoughts on the game changed at all? You still enjoying it to some extent? Besides Atlantis, which sucks. Atlantica or whatever. It's okay, yeah. I think the gameplay and like the formula does get better with like 2 in the later games, but that's also when like it starts to lose some of its charm, I think, and like start sniffing its own farts. It's very clunky. There's that word, clunky. I mean, you're right though, but yeah. I like how Dylan's gone completely silent ever since the gooning conversation started. Just leaves the computer. Like, I'm not gonna listen to this shit. I got a cat to pet. Oh Christ, what the fuck? First they're sour, then they're sweet. Weird. Very bizarre. Are they all down?
Focus. Release.
Oh boy, wow, we hate that.
Focus. Release.
What's happening? I'm under confused. Okay. Confusion exists. It became a doll. How do we make it stop? Stop.
Try this.
Stop. Stop. A very weird boss fight. Something's happening to Thancred. Orchestrations. Very bizarre duty.
Hear, feel, think.
Mm-hmm.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
What?
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world.
Huh?
Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell.
Are they just dropping a creation story right now?
But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek.
Why is the crystal drained? Well, we all know how to recharge a crystal, right?
You've had another vision, haven't you? Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
What did you see? What do you think?
Still in one piece, are we?
One Piece.
Did you learn anything?
The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Menphilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Menphilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
Is Hydaelyn using Menphilia to hold herself together? Is Menphilia lost?
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be. Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! This is all wrong.
Fortnite Jin. I don't know. It is sad, but I also don't really believe she's dead. She's not coming back, is she? She did what she thought was best. I know that, I do. To give all for her beliefs was ever her way. Fortnite. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be than to stand against the dark as defenders of the light, and yet where does it end? The sacrifice, the loss. Anyway, here's a toy frog. I know what'll cheer you up, Alpha No. It's a frog. Why am I unable to summon here? That's bullshit. I can summon a frog in the frog cave, come on. Alright, Alpha No, we'll have to cheer you up later. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Flahamin. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Urianger. He must have insight into what the Word told us. The Word. As for you, Ryugo, after all you have done, I would say you've earned a rest. But, speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Emeric while you were away. 'Twould seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort, and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. I will return to the Foundation. Costs no money. Here I can summon frog. Excellent. I wish it was a little bit bigger. What a weird little interaction that was. Wait, no, not you. I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights, we don't care one whit for... do you want to be a Dark Knight? Do I want to do this right now? Just say yes, yeah. Just take the stuff. You're already talking to him. Dark Knightin'. Dark Knightin' lockin'. If I were to hypothetically equip the soul of the Dark Knight, you must first change your class to Dark Knight. I don't understand. I thought oh, the weapon. It has to be the weapon, right? So recommended gear for that. Then Dark Knight. Move up, 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 not down, put it up there, move up, move up. I feel like when I have this list of things, I want to keep it in the order that it is over here, because that's, you know, it's a brain thing. Just brain things. Dark Knight goes under Marauder. Do I want to fuck with this right now? Eh, why not? I'll leave it equipped, and if I die, I die. Blood gauge unlocked. The symbol indicates the defensive grit. The stance grit is an effect, which increases enmity. Give me whatever. Are you ready? Look the part, ready to harness the darkness. Harness the darkness, it harkness the darkness. And come within to set the wrong things right. But bear in mind, the darkness gives you strength to sacrifice justice many, demand vulnerable, untouchable, harms a child unspeakable. He strides through the hopalon, secure. He is beyond punishment, but he cuts down the vile beasts. He flaunts freedom. Dilemma with the goodly knights. He knew the stripped of his titles, and as for the deed threshold, cross the line, draw first. The consequences, the decision. That night was the first. Will you be the next? Okay. But if I do reassign set number, here's the issue with that, right? If I do reassign set number, and I just type in 3, then it just swaps it with, like, whatever is at 3. So if, like, if I had done that at the bottom, it would have just swapped Pugilist and Dark Knight, right? You get a big crystal to let you know if you're on a tank mode or not. Where's the big crystal? Oh, is this the big crystal? Is that common between tanks? Is this like just tank things? I don't like that being in the middle of the screen though. I'm gonna move it somewhere else. Blood gauge. There is a simple mode blood gauge. We'll see how the real one looks for a bit first. Before I pacify the UI. I'm weird with lists, like it's gotta be sorted. I don't know how long I'll stay in the Dark Knight mode. Because I have no clue what I'm doing and I'm probably gonna die really quick in it, but why not? Just keep it there for a while. It'll level up through the, like, just... I'm about to have, like, 20 quests where I just talk to people, and that'll provide a lot of, like, leveling up. All tanks have a tank mode that let them pull enemies much easier. Is that the enmity thing they were talking about? That's a big sword. Lowborn crone. What do you want? Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see him standing there, and I know it's no excuse. I should have been more careful. My stepdaughter started yelling at the temple, and I tried to stop her. I did, but then she'd come with him, and if I could just tell him, maybe he'd take you too, is what he'd do. And if you went and begged the blue bastard to intervene, it might be too late then. It's the first time we've taken a girl by her age. That's true, yeah. She doesn't fight. The MSQs might be locked until this class is leveled up. They might go after her. There has to be another way. Ishgari and Justice. They might spare the girl you know, leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I knew you would. He squints his eyes. I knew you would. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm gonna be very much like just paraphrasing and glazing over the dialogue when it comes to class quests. The dragger into the allery. Americ wouldn't suffer such representable behavior under his roof. The tribunal. They'll take her to the tribunal if she come any closer and she dies and so forth. We're not here for her, we're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing else, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, I'm eager to find out which. You learned all Dark Knight actions and traits to level 30. Detailed descriptions can be viewed in actions and traits under character in the main menu. Character. Actions and traits. Actions. / instant attack potency of 150. Oh, there's a lot here I don't know about. I don't know what any of this shit means. We can get rid of Play Guide. We can get rid of that, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can remove that from this. I don't know what any of this shit is. Alright. Soul Eater, cool, okay. Hard Slash, that's probably just like a generic tank attack, right? Siphon Strike, combo action. So do Hard Slash and then Siphon Strike. For extra potency and it restores magic, okay. Unleash. Unleash instant unaspected damage to all nearby. So this is how the tank like just like draws people in, right? Like you scream and then all the enemies chase you. Rampart reduces damage taken by 20%. There's your defense. Increases enmity generation. I don't know what enmity does. That's like the tank thing. Low blow stuns them. Unmend deals unaspected damage. Increases enmity. So another I'm screaming at you one. Gesture threateningly provoke at the top of a target enemy's enemy list while gaining. Okay. Interject. Interrupt the use of a target's action. Reprisal. Okay. A lot of this is just gonna have to be learned as we go. But let me organize this a little bit. These three form a combo, so I'll put them together. And then I'm gonna put all the ones that are like I'm screaming. Wait, no, attacks. So combo attacks, combo, separate thing, but stuns. Deals. Yeah, and then I want to put all the ones that are just like increases in mini. So like the drawing aggro ones go together. That's kind of miscellaneous. That'll go at the end. That's defensive. It goes at the end. Significantly increases enmity generation. Defensive. I didn't mean to click that. This is damage and enmity, I think. So we'll put it after low blow. Grit, and then I have no clue what I'm doing, by the way. It's like back to square one. This is why I was afraid to go off of Black Mage for like 140 hours. It's like, oh, we're in baby mode again. Unaspected damage. These are both deals unaspected damage to a range. Or this one's not a range. What's a very... Okay. Single target. Multi-target, but this one's enmity. Okay. Regenerates enmity, provoke. Those are more aggro, and then these are kind of these are reduced damage ones, and then miscellaneous. Okay, we'll go with that. Put those one. Okay, hold on. Important moves are your 1-2 combo, the AoE, and the range attack depending on your level. The 1-2 combo, Hard Slash and Siphon Strike. The AoE, which is Soul Eater. Or no, the AoE is... Unleash? How come, Question, how come when I changed class, the actions under the first hotbar changed, but not my fourth one? These are still Black Mage ones. How do I make other hotbars reset and change with class? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So these three are like a combo. This is like a stunning attack, so I put it with the other attacks. These two are like unaspected damage. This one's the big range. And this one also does enmity, so I put it with these other ones. That hotbar has been locked. Systems. Character configuration? Hotbar? There's like a hotbar settings. So here's the hotbars. That's like... ooh. Ooh. What's happening? Bottom left. Pet hotbar. What is a shared hotbar? I need a glossary. Custom. This is all cross-based stuff, which I'm not using because that's controller-based. I don't know what shared means. Okay, so shared. That is what I'm looking for. Okay. And I'm not dealing with cross hotbar. I don't want it shared, is what you're saying. So apply. And now it's empty for this class. Okay, okay. Understood. So I think for the time being, the only ones I want shared are 9 and 10, which I'm using for like travel stuff and emote and miscellaneous stuff. Ow! It makes so much sense now, huh? Then... how do I want to do this? Ow. Ow. The most important skills are your damage reduction skills. So those are reduces reprisal and rampart. These are the ones that will make me not be killed immediately, right? Because every single thing you do with a tank is going to draw aggro, basically. And those are the two that stop you from being killed. So, okay, there's two of them. They both have a recast. One is a minute, one is a minute 30. But they last 20 seconds and 10 seconds. So that leaves a lot of time where I'm not going to be covered by either. Am I not going to be able to... Let's just see what happens when I go to the MSQ. Maybe it's going to be like, you can't do that. Maybe it'll be like, you can. He throws the paper on his desk.
See you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Use AoE. Americ, hold on. I'm learning. use AoE. And that's what I see when I, like, am doing a dungeon with other players and I see one running through the dungeon, just, like, spamming the AoE to pull in all the enemies, right? Until, like, there's enough of them. Top defensive. Spam AoE until there's 1 to 2 enemies, and then use your, like, physical attacks to... Okay. You should be present. Maybe I'll run, like, a lower level dungeon with some NPCs in a minute and just try it out.
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples.
I think I already know the answer to this, but I just want to make sure. The size of your character, like based off of the race of your character, like I'm Ara versus like Lalafell, the physical size will make no difference in terms of gameplay at all, right? Are healers in this game generally focused on the tank and keeping the tank alive, and then switch to AoE healing spells, and sometimes switching to specific people when need be, but generally focused on the tank? Okay.
You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend.
All hitboxes are the same. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, basically.
That is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
That's the standard triangle. Like, that's MMO triangle for, like, the vast majority of the time. Oh, you feeling okay? He did get stabbed. He is recovering from a stab wound, a flesh wound.
It is nothing.
A flesh wound.
Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead.
Okay.
I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest.
Falcon's Nest.
Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all. Oh, and one more thing. A drink. We should make time for one.
Are you sure you should
Once
drink?
The conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
I like the idea too that none of these characters are gonna react to, like, all of a sudden I'm carrying around a sword instead of a staff. Yeah, before I was like ranged to DPS, right? So I was just standing basically where the fuck ever. But with tanky classes, I actually have to be up closer to the boss, so I'm gonna be more vulnerable to the physical location of these attacks. This class is level 30. For take aggro, spam 1, 2, 3, then face them away from the boss. You mean the party? Okay, yeah. Yeah, and it's not gonna let me take this one. Complete this one because it's level 60. Big sword. Okay, I need to think about some stuff. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I will take a BRB, I'll be back in a few minutes. Go anywhere, etc., etc.